Today we're talking about Jenkins. Jenkins is a continuous integration tool, CI. Initially, it started with the continuous integration tool, and now it has become CI/CD tool. So before starting this one, I'll just want to introduce people who are in the session. Hello, Pradeep, Krishna, and Saujanya.
Hi, Pawan.
Hi.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, just give
Hi.
brief intro about yourself. 1 or 2 lines.
Hi, I'm Pradeep. Currently working as a SRE support engineer.
Nice to know. Thank you.
I'm Krishna Tatipalli. I've been in IT industry for about 10 years. I was working under Pawan previously.
Thank you. Saujanya.
Yes, sir. I'm Lakshmi Saujanya. I'm currently looking for a job on DevOps.
Okay. All right. Right. So let's move on and begin today's session. So I'm just giving you a high level overview. So this is my intro. My name is Pavan Devakonda. I'm speaking about Jenkins in this session. So this is the testimonials from different participants from the previous sessions, which I have spoken about WebLogic and automations with the WLST, Python, Fusion middleware, shell scripting, automations, etc. So right now I'm keep updating the latest blog, that is DevOps Hunter. So all the DevOps related, SRE related, or DevSecOps related updates I'm posting on the DevOps Hunter blogspot.com. So even our daily sessions also, we are going to mostly look into that as a notes, and it is like a material for us. All right. Yeah. Okay. So what is Jenkins? Anyone knows already Jenkins, already working on it, Jenkins? Any thoughts? What is Jenkins? Of course, on the screen you can see, but what you have in your mind, Jenkins means?
It's a continuous integration or a continuous deployment automation tools. Whatever the developer build, the same thing, it will be immediately available to the what
Testing or
client. Yeah.
production or yeah,
Yes.
that's true. Nice,
Yeah.
nice, Saujanya.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other thoughts, guys? It is an open and session. Anyone can interact. So it is not like a continuously I'm speaking. So you can also give your thoughts.
Jenkins gives us a platform. It's like a software where we can integrate all the components, which can enable us to, integrate all the things we have in our projects, like from building to deploying into an instance.
Nice. Yeah. So Jenkins is a tool. It's a open source tool, and it is mostly helping us to integrating different components. And if you are going to look at this Jenkins capability, Jenkins specialty is it is completely written in Java. Okay. So Java specialty, Java, it is started whenever internet protocol is started. So it's a specialty is you can integrate, you can connect with anywhere on the internet. So that's the specialty of that. So Java based project, but initially it is started in around 2 decades back. The guy who is developed this Jenkins, who is also part of the Arkle, and he initially thought of how this is going to solve the problem. Okay, so what kind of problem it is going to solve, why it is created, all those things we are going to discuss. But in the first name was Hudson. So Jenkins' older name, our previous name, is Hudson. So after a dispute with Oracle and other conflicts, so we got the new name, that is Jenkins, and it provides the ability that continuous integration CI. So the integrations relate with the different components. So the components now, whatever we are able to connect in the Jenkins, that is completely plugin based. Okay, so there is no other ecosystem providing like Jenkins plugin based architecture. So it is ability, it is having the connectivity ability using the Java speciality, and it is able to connect with the build servers like GitHub, or you can also work with any source control system. You can also connect with the SVN. You can connect with the Postgre Perforce. So any old or new latest source control systems, you can connect with the Jenkins. That's a specialty. And once you are able to get the code, what is the next step is you're going to build, or you're going to make a artifact. So artifact means creating the jar file, var file that is based on the Java based projects. So even you can also integrate with the latest technologies where it is moving with the Node.js or JavaScript applications. Or if you go with the Microsoft projects also, you can run with the Jenkins. So that's the specialty of Jenkins. It is completely open source. So it is not limiting to one particular specific technology. You can run for Python projects. You can run it for the JavaScript projects, any JavaScript projects, which right now the market is booming with a lot of JS projects. So you can build, you can create, you can run, you can start, you can stop. All these activities, you can do it from the Jenkins. So that is a high level what is Jenkins. And just little bit history to give you some understanding. So initially, the Jenkins was named as a Hudson, and it was with the Sun Microsystems. Sun Microsystems, Java creator company. So Sun Microsystems having this tool, and that is first time they keep on updating. There is no other tool which is having the ability to run fastest way. So running fastest delivery, that is makes the easiest to the developers. So who is developing the code most of the time, that time Java based applications, it was server based, and the servers are WebLogic, Tomcat, JBoss, WebSphere. So those are the servers they are targeted, and they one artifact need to be created. The artifact most of the time it will be .jar, .var files. So Hudson is the first release. They named it as Hudson, and after that, uh, there is a lot of hype in that one. It is working very good in the integration processes, and there are some awards also. Duke is a choice award that is in US, New York side. They used to give the awards for the best software integration tools. Oracle acquired Sun Microsystem, as you know, in 2010. So that time Sun is having a lot of products. It is having its own browser, it is having Java, it is having platform that Sun OS or Spark. So all these are went under the umbrella of Oracle. So same time Hudson is also need to be go that time, but yeah, they have some conflicts, and they have moved this Jenkins aside. So they're not interested to develop this under the Oracle. The team who are working in Jenkins, they have created their own open source community, and they created this project, and they name it as Jenkins in 2011. So Jenkins is first version is having different challenges. They are not immediately successful. as a open source, it is not built much, but after 1 year, when it comes to Jenkins 2 version, that is making a lot of uh, successful stories in the automations and integrations. So Jenkins came up with the 3 different pipelines, and one of them is build pipeline. So build pipeline plugins they have used in 2 onwards, Jenkins 2 onwards, and that is giving one screen all the statuses, what is happening in the project, where it is going, what is success, what is failure, etc. So you can track them and you can use them here. So Jenkins latest pipelines. So now pipelines is so much popular now. People are saying pipeline as a code is a latest trending, and that is used in the DevOps and DevSecOps and SRE tools. Jenkins X is specially designed for the lightweight microservices capabilities architecture that is supporting the Kubernetes. So this is the high level overview or history behind the Jenkins. Okay, so how it is evolved, where it is that years, yeah, you know already in the previous slide we had just gone through, but first 2004 Hudson it is, and after that they moved to Oracle, then they renamed it as Jenkins, and 2011 that is the first release, and version 2 is in April 2016. So there are 2 branches in Jenkins always. So whenever you try to install, download, and put it on your system, Linux system or Windows system or Mac, there are 2 options. Every time you will have 2 choices. Okay, so when you work on this Jenkins, long-term support means 12 weeks release. You will be having every 12 weeks, the new Jenkins version will be released. And latest build, if you want to get that last week, what has happened on the Jenkins software, those updates, those features, if you want, then definitely you can go with the latest build. So this is also called as a bleeding version. Bleeding version means it may have some bugs, fixes, still need to be work on it. So that's why always preferable choice in production systems, you have to go with the LTS choice. When you go for the downloading Jenkins, installing, you have to select the long-term support jar file, war file, whatever you are going to use it. Okay, so that is the first thing you need to understand. And who created this Jenkins? This guy is from Japan, and his name is Kosuke. Kosuke. So Kosuke is right now is running a separate company, Cloud Bees, and his advisor is the CEO for that one. So he is a US citizen and is working at California, and he also goes and comes to Japan. So this is who is the author, who is the real creator of the Jenkins, right? Okay, so Jenkins as a pipeline, this is the most trending word in the market, and DevOps or any cloud, if you go there, the simplest solution, automation solution is given by the Jenkins pipeline. So Jenkins pipeline is a single platform and that runs entire pipeline as a code. So the pipeline, what we are going to have. So somebody is going to write some code, means the developers, they are going to push the code that will come to a repository. It may be GitHub, it may be Bitbucket, it may be GitLab. So from there, you're going to get the code, and your pipeline, Jenkins pipeline, is going to work for us. So there you're going to build jar file, and artifacts will be created that will be stored in a, they are going to have a backup of it, snapshot of it that will be stored into Artifactory. Then you are going to move that to deployable targets. So these targets can be environments. You can have development environment, production environment, and yeah, in between there are a lot of testing environments, user acceptance, quality assurance, performance load testing, etc. So these are all different choices where you're going to have this pipeline could be executed. Okay, so then the final release is going to happen, that will go to the production system, right? So all standard process, regular software development process, which is right now going in a cloud, that is based on the pipelines. The pipelines are in different softwares also. Right now people are calling in Kubernetes pipeline, people are also using Ansible pipelines. There are different choices, but the first pipeline is Jenkins pipeline. So when you work on the pipelines, you are going to use the version control system, is yes, and you're going to build the code, and then different phases will be takes up, and phases always looks for the different metrics. So if it is all looks good, then we'll move it to the next level. If a development all looks good, then it will come to the testing phase. Again, it will have a user acceptance test, then it will go for the performance load test, etc. So that is how the workflow will happen in the pipelines. So in Jenkins, the latest trending is working with the automations with one single file, that is Jenkins file. That is a entry point, or it is just like any programming language where you start main. So if you take the C program, the main is a main controller. Or if you go for Python, main is a main program. So from there, you can call any other functions. Same way, you are going to have the Jenkins file from whenever you give a uh, one job, it is going to start working from the Jenkins file. Okay, so what Jenkins is going to do, Jenkins file is helping us to create a CI and CD process. So in simple, the software engineering right now, the DevOps teams are moving, say that it's a simple word, buzzword is CI CD. So combined practice it is, and who is going to combine? So the combination will be operations team and also from the development team. They are combinedly processing this integration things, and they are working on different aspects, different phases to deliver continuously a software release. Okay, so the deployments can be on different environments, development and test environments, and then it will move to the production. So up to before production means non-production, everything you can automate and you can continuously monitor, get the metrics. So that is what the CI/CD process. And in simple words, in simple picture, I'll just show you here. So understanding of CI and CD. So any product, any project in high level, you are going to divide that environments as a 4 different environments. First one is developer who is always working. So here many developers are working, many environments required, or one environment will be shared with the multiple developers. So that process, developer is always continuously testing. Whenever he do changes, code changes in Java program or Servlet program, JSP program, they're going to keep on testing that one that code fix is fixed or not, or the feature which they developed, it is working or not. That is a first level test. The next one is testing team. They are going to work. So developer releases every night. We can set automated build for Jenkins. So you can set it at 11:58, 59. You can take the all codes from the different developers and try to build it. So that build will goes to the test. So test will be done next day morning whenever QA team comes and they will work on the features. So each release will work in a continuous flow. So it is very easy if you have everything on CI/CD pipelines. So continuous testing will happen. Testing successful or fail, the result will make sense, and that is going to move that code towards the deployment into the stage environment, stage or pre-production environments. So continuously, if you are going to deploy that, and the applications which you are going to use, Target, maybe Tomcat or WebLogic, WebSphere, anything you can use. So if you try to make that available, then we can deliver it to different test environments. So if it is goes everything good, then it will go to the production. So if you want to make this production also automated from the Jenkins, that is also possible. So some of the uh, managers, continuous release engineer managers, they are going to have a control over this deployment. So if you say everything looks good, then only it will go to the production. Otherwise, it will be rejected. So this production line, if you want to make it automated, there should be continuous monitoring before all the flows, and everything is looks good, then only it will move to the next level. Okay, so that is about the high level flow, how CI/CD is going to work. What is actually CD then? So we have seen the last line in the previous picture, that is continuous deployment. So continuous deployment is the most current trend in the cloud, and they mostly want that one. The whole process, complete process from the development till the production flow, that is successful flow, that is called CD. The code changes is done. It is continuously done by many developers. Then what you are going to do, build. So this build is happening by Jenkins automatically, and then it is going to use some plugin called Maven or Ivy or Gradle. So there are different tools, build tools are there that will be integrated in your Jenkins. Once that Maven creates a WAR file or jar file, that will be tested. So this testing, again, different components are there. So when you go for the web application, the testing can be done automated testing using Selenium. If you want to go with the normal application load you want to test, then it will be a JUnit test. Okay, then pushing to the non-production environments. If you are going to do normal testing, so it may be UAT or it may be any other names. Each company follow a different structures. Some people are going to say functional testing, FA1, F2, FA2, FA3, like that. Some other teams will be using in a different company UAT1, UAT2, like that also. So there can be n number of non-production environments. Once that is completely automated with our CD tool, then all deployments will be giving some metrics, the results, which is successful or failure. So once that success failure matrix is ready, the matrix is also one of the plugin in Jenkins. So that will help us to move to the next level. Understand it can be moved to the next level. Okay, so the software delivery cycle is simplified or super fast due to this Jenkins. If you don't have, then everything need to be done manually, and multiple days will be takes place for this entire flow. That is where you got the advantage of this Jenkins CI/CD. So how this pipeline actually works. Here, development team in the left side, they're sitting and keep on pumping into the SVN or Git. So whatever the code they have, they are going to commit. Code commits are happening, then it will go to the build. So build process moves, then test. Test will be executed. Test is successful, then it will move to the stage. Stage is successful, then it will go to the QA. So these are the different level. That is any company, they have their own names for the different levels. But yeah, continuous integration is the process, how it takes place. This is the flow. Pipeline flow, it looks like this. So all this come to one file. One file name is Jenkins file. So there you are going to define every step. You can say stage or step. The stages and steps put into one single file, that will be a Jenkins file. So underneath, your Jenkins is integrated with multiple tools, and it is going to execute all this stages, steps. Okay, so final target is coming to the production. That is what CD. What is the advantage you are going to get with this CD? So it is very simplifies life of operations and the developers, and it is going to give the releases, and after coming to the Jenkins only, we got the new title nightly builds. Nightly build means every midnight there is a build happens and you will get in the morning one jar file or wall file. Increase the developer productivity. So you don't need to worry about do I need to open the Tomcat server is running or not, or WebLogic server is up and running. All those things, developer no need to worry because Jenkins will take care of that process. Get more metrics. So once the testing is successful or failure, how many times you tested? Out of 10 times, it is successful for 5 times. Or out of 10 times, all 10 cases are successful. So use cases, the total count is also displayed as a matrix, and that will help to make decisions. Okay, another 10 minutes, we are about to close, but yeah, so be with me if the connection disconnects. Okay, so the next point is there is a broad set of plugins, and there are different number of plugins which are coming to the Jenkins. Every day new plugin will be coming, and you will be keep on getting that information, and it is always monitored. Community is monitoring that plugins. They are going to evaluate, and this is a good plugin, this is you can use it, etc. So that is always available. Yeah, so this is the biggest ecosystem, plugin based ecosystem we are having. It is giving you automated testing capabilities. You can test not only web applications, you can also test mobile applications with the Jenkins. So these are all different capabilities which you are having with the Jenkins, or that is open source Jenkins. There are proprietary Jenkins also. So if you look at the Azure DevOps, that is having its own pipelines, Azure pipelines, and AWS is having its own pipelines. So each cloud, they are just taken this core Jenkins and they created their own wrappers around it. The core is this one, the kernel is from Jenkins only. So that's why I'm teaching this one. Okay. So automated testing and a quicker way of problems, bugs fixing is everything is very quick if you use the CI/CD on Jenkins. So other than Jenkins, who are the competitors? So competitors are all Bamboo, Travis, TeamCity, Circle CI, whatever that which is ending with the CI, they are all continuous integration tools. So even Microsoft is also came with that team services that is available in Azure. Yeah. So a lot of tools are there in the market, but yeah, Jenkins is best. And comparison for all tools you can see here. So best best tools and other comparisons all are available. So which one is free? Free is Jenkins, and it is having a lot of easy to use mediums. It can run on any platform. Yeah, you can see Windows, Linux, Mac OS, Unix, like OS, anything you can use, and most of them will work. Yeah. So Jenkins continuous integration, how does it work? So in a high level and cloud level, if you look at this, so repositories, most of the developers writing the code will be pushed, and then commit will be executing by the Jenkins. Jenkins can work on cloud-based technology, any target machine. It may have Beanstalk, or it may have cloud, Oracle Cloud or Azure Cloud, anything you can use. And the target machines may run some Tomcat or WebLogic WebSphere, etc. So if you are not using that WebLogic WebSphere directly, then we are going to use Kubernetes infrastructure, that is microservice clusters. So clusters you can use, you can also use on-premises, the older type of system. This is going to disappear very soon, but still Jenkins support this type of setup also. Okay, so that is about Jenkins story. So we are going to have a little hands-on. So who is ready to? Krishna, are you comfortable to share your screen? Just confirming before connecting. Saujanya?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
You're ready. Okay, so we can run Jenkins. If you don't have any software readily, then we can simply run the Jenkins on Docker. So Docker requires Docker platform. So Docker platform readily available on internet. So you can use Docker login, Docker sign up with the GitHub, or you can use a Docker um, account. So once you have this one, then you can run Blue Ocean, or you can use Cloud anything, any company's Jenkins you can use. So Blue Ocean, if you're using, you will be having one more extra plugin in the Jenkins. Okay, so if you use a Jenkins, that original Jenkins company provided image, anything is used. So you can just see the last line, Jenkins CI Blue Ocean. So this is from the Blue Ocean. The last line here, it is Jenkins. So image is available from the what company that is mentioned here. All right. So if you run a Jenkins installed and up and running, then we can run the Jenkins files. So what does it have? So it is a just simple text file, and it can be connecting with the SCM, and then you're going to get the code for the projects, Java-based projects, and then right. So a developer, you're going to have edit the codes, and you can access, you can check that codes and all times. So you're going to modify the Jenkins file that is allowed, and you can run that one. So Jenkins file is a simple Groovy script. So Groovy is a DSL language. So you can work on Jenkins file and run the actual Jenkins, any simple code, and it can make it automated things. So it is very simple, and the syntax is so easy to learn. And yeah, so if you are really want to make yourself pro in Jenkins, there is one special opportunity given by the Cloud So Cloud are providing certification exam. So Jenkins Engineer, Certified Jenkins Engineer is a title, and they gives the training on the site, on the same website, Cloud site, and there will be 90 minutes exam, and that will be valid lifetime. And the number of questions are 60 questions. The passing percentage is 66%. You can write anytime. So multiple choice questions will be there. Most of the time you need to work on real-time Jenkins, then only you can execute this entire exam. So you can see the if you want to write the exam, $100, and if you go for a test center and write, it is $150. That is a price. So what we are going to learn in the Jenkins, this is the overall course content. We are going to see what is Jenkins installation process, configuration, master and slave, and then job creations, multiple jobs. If you are going to keep into one group, then views, and parameterized builds, how we are going to work. Choice parameters, how do we work on, and multiple choice we are going to use, and then how it is going to work. Linking, sidebar. So in a side, you can have that documentation links. User management, how you can secure your Jenkins. And job chain, upstream, downstream jobs will be created, and that will be the base for the creation of the pipelines. So pipeline, how do we create? There are two types of pipelines, declarative pipelines and scripted pipelines. We try to work on multiple 6 or 7 pipeline projects, and we can also see webhook, or we can work with the SCM integration using the GitHub. And we can also work with the scheduling job. So every night you want to run, that is a real-time scenario, but we will test it with the one of the scheduling time. And then we can also work with the Artifactory, and then we'll go for the SonarQube integration, code quality checkings. Okay, so these are the topics which we are going to cover in our course. It might take 18 to 20 sessions, and I also recommend these are the best books in Google store. You can just simply say books.google.com and you can read the books. 100 pages are openly freely available, and first two books are from the Jenkins creators. So the Jenkins who is created, there is a team of people. So John is a author for this one. So John is also part of the Jenkins creation, Jenkins software creation. So definitive guide is definitely helps you a lot. And pipeline as a code is a second thing which you can explore more, right? So that is about the theory. A browser, fresh browser.
Yeah.
And search for the Docker playground. Docker playground. Yeah. Enter. First link, click that one. Try to log in. Yeah, select. Did you created this one? A user account
No, sir.
in Docker?
No, sir.
If it is not, there is a right side top sign up. Click that one.
Okay.
Try to create it. You better give DevOps because it might. Okay, it is accepted. Use the same mail ID which you have already signed up for the GitHub. That will help.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Enter the password.
Let's take that.
So, Janya,
Yes.
DevOps. Okay, you want to enter email? Okay, fine. Most of the preferable choice is username, what you have given. That is the best.
Yes.
All right. So now you can search in this one. So there is a search Docker Hub, right? Yeah. Okay. You need to choose the plan. You can finish this one, complete it. Scroll down. Personal $0 is there. The first column. Click that one. Continue with free. Verify email. You got it. check in your mobile, your mail, accept it, or verify code may be there. That's done. Okay. So now in the top search, you can search for the Jenkins. In the above, there is a search button, right? Scroll a little bit up. Yeah. Jenkins. Enter. So there are multiple Jenkins and official Jenkins. Yeah, this one. You can pull that image and you can use it. So play with the Docker you have opened in another tab, right? Or if it is
Yes,
not
sir.
open, then you can open again. Yeah, it is here in the middle. Okay, scroll down. Login. Docker.
Accept.
Yes.
Great.
Start. Okay, so add a new session. In the left side, you have add new instance. So this is a temporary, what you are trying to do is just to show this demo purpose only. So 4 hours, it is giving the Docker container terminal when you click on that one. Okay, sessions that will be automatically deleted after 4 hours. That's the time automatically ticking on the top left. 3 hours,
Yes, sir.
59 minutes that is going to click. Yeah. Is it
And
working? It's not working.
no, sir.
Don't click too many times.
Okay.
Okay, maybe a lot of people are using that is not responding. Okay, another alternative we can try a new tab, open a new tab and search for the killer code DA.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Scroll down and there will be, yeah, the killercoda.com is the right second link. Open it.
Yes, sir.
Take the first one, playgrounds. Um, Still not responding. Okay. You can go with the second option or first option. Anything is fine. Click OK. Use the cookies. Okay. Click on that and then click on the Ubuntu or Kubernetes.
It is enabled, sir. Playgrounds.
Okay.
Yes.
Any one of them you can click.
Mention, sir, Ubuntu or Kubernetes.
Yeah. Okay. This is also needs login. Use the login with the GitHub. It's not working, right? Okay. Authorize. Okay. I agree. You got it, right? So you can just type docker -n version. So you are checking just Docker is existing installed or not.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. So Docker 20.10 is a version which is available here, and you can run the command. So in the previous search, you have searched for the Jenkins. Can you go to the browser?
Yes.
The browser where you have searched for the Jenkins. Yeah, left one. So there will be different versions. So you can see 2.60 is a version. Other versions are there. Yes, Control F in the page. Search for the run. Control F RUN. Search for the run. Enter. So there are multiple options you can use, and you can run that Jenkins. Which one is okay? So you can use the first one. Let us try and then see how it works. I paste it. Guys, are you following? Yeah, hit enter. So we are just running Jenkins in a Docker container, just to showcase it is working in Docker, right? So you got error response, daemon manifestation, latest, not found. Okay, you can go back and yeah, in the top, go to the top beginning. There is a versions, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So 2.6 that. Just copy that number and try to paste after the Jenkins. Or you can just click on the link and see what it is giving there. Click on the link. Okay, it is going to the GitHub. Come back, back in the page. There is a pull request, and there will be tags. So just click on the tag. In the overview under the Jenkins, there is a tags. So just click on the tags.
This
Recent.
thing.
Okay, click that one. Any one of the tag. Okay, so the command should be there. Git pull, sorry, Docker pull command. Scroll down, down, come down. Is it there? No. Okay, it is not given. This is just file, Docker file is given. On the top, you have that Jenkins colon 2.60. That is the thing you have to copy. Okay. So otherwise, you can just use that same in your command line. Go to the browser where you have Docker. Yeah, just do up arrow. Remove that last Jenkins and paste. Enter. Now it is able to pull that exact version. If you are given, then it is able to pull that image. Generally, if you don't give anything also, it should pull latest version. So latest version and 2.6.3 is the latest. So maybe they didn't made it as the latest. Yeah, in the meantime, you have any questions? Jenkins CI, CD, theory part, whatever I explained so far. Any questions? Krishna, Maheshwari, Rajesh. Ram. Yeah. So it is showing that log file, content of the Jenkins. So this Jenkins is running, up and running, and it is able to connect. And when you are trying to connect, you have to use the IP address of this one, and you should have the port should be open. Okay. So when this port is opened, you can try to access that one from the browser. I think, yeah, just we have a test how we can run the Jenkins in a Docker. Okay, so you can have multiple playgrounds in internet, and you can go through. But yeah, overall, finally, Jenkins is up and running. That is the last line, which is confirms. Okay. I hope that is fine. So we'll stop here, and yeah. So we are done for the today's session. You have any questions about what is Jenkins, how Jenkins works, etc.
Sir, will it be available only 55 minutes, sir? It is showing here.
Sorry.
No, sir. No, what we have
55
done now
Yeah,
in
1
this.
hour. It will just gives 1 hour.
Okay.
Other Docker playground, if you have, then that will be 4 hours. But this one will be only 1 hour practice. Okay. So whenever you run the Jenkins on your local system also, it is going to give the logs, and in the logs you can find the password. So initial password, it will be there for Jenkins. So within the comments, yeah, hash symbols, under the hash symbols, you can see initial password. So initial admin password. Yeah. So the above to that line, you can see that one. And within this Docker container, this is a path where you can see the Jenkins password. So whenever you try to open in a browser, you connect to that one, then this password you need to give, that 4B4D99, that is a password. Okay. Any other questions which we can discuss? Anything more? Nothing? Looks good. So we are starting the batch on Jenkins in the evening, 8 p.m. And if you have anybody who is ready to join, please contact Shailaja and commit for the course so that we can start tomorrow onwards. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.